Yesterday, William Ruto and his newfound partners, that is Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Masika Wetangula, had their first rally in Bungoma under the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. Their choice of Bungoma was strategic for several reasons, and they had several stopovers. That is one in Malava, Webuye, on their way, and finally Bungoma, where they had several declarations and even political statements that were directed majorly at their main opponents, that is the Azimio movement. So why was Bungoma the choice or the first choice of this team in Western Kenya? We have to look at the history of Bungoma. Bungoma is largely dominated by the Bukusuk tribe. That is the largest sub-tribe among the Luya community. Bukusu sub-tribe has been known for several reasons. One, it is believed that among the Luyas, they are the most independent sub-tribe, and most of their decisions are made independently without, in most cases, they go against the grain. Let's look at briefly at the administrative, composition of Bungoma County. One, Bungoma has 9 constituencies, and it's supported by 45 county assemblies, that is county wards at that level. So Bungoma is a large county by itself. It is one of those counties that none or a serious political or politician would not take for granted. And if you look at even the representation of Bungoma as a whole, Bungoma itself has had Ford Kenya as the main dominant or the dominant party in that area for quite some time. It is not lost on Kenyans that its voting pattern has always leaned towards that Ford Kenya. Bungoma currently is under onslaught by several political teams. One of these is the raid by DAP, which is perceived to be a strong party that is really making inroads into that area. And DAP is associated with one Raila Odinga through Azimio movement. So if you look at even the way that the MPs in Bungoma have decided to make their political choices or choices in terms of who to support or who not to support, we can begin by looking at even the previous MPs who were in that county. We remember that Kimilili MP, Dismas Baraza, and his Sirisia counterpart, that is John Waluke, were the first to jump ship out of Ford Kenya. They actually jumped and went to UDA, and for a long time they've been propagating the position of UDA and campaigning for UDA in that county. So they were the pioneers in terms of political reorganization of Bungoma County. The other MPs were taken along fairly back or low profile in terms of which particular political side they are taking. But as time went by and the elections became nearer, most of the MPs the political formations are taking shape. We have quite a number of MPs who are still, who have decided to decamp from the original Ford Kenya into the DAP party, and they are openly propagating the position of DAP. So why was Bungoma strategic? If you look at even how the leadership has been, Bungoma is one county where Ford ODM has never had presence. And that is why the team, or the Kenya Kwanza team, saw that it is one county that they would take advantage of and ensure that they make sure that their roots are strongly put in that county. So it's a county where political competition was obvious. The other thing is that Bungoma County, being that it had made several, or what someone would call political direction in that county has already been taken. It is a county where the leadership would want to ensure that everything that is done in firm. So the choice of Bungoma was strategic for many reasons. One is that ODM has the least presence in Bungoma compared to other counties in Western Kenya. Bungoma has for a long time been a stronghold of Ford Kenya, and that is not something to debate about. The other thing is that Bungoma has always been deemed to be rebellious in terms of even their voting patterns. In 2007, they went against the grain and voted for one Mwai Kibaki when all the other counties in Western Kenya were voting in the direction of ODM. And several MPs from Bungoma were the ones who formed, or who gave Mwai Kibaki a national appearance. The third thing is that it is easier to wipe up emotions in Bungoma. And and especially given the scenario where one Moses Wetangula has been, and the feeling that he was relieved of his duties as the minority leader in the Senate, he would take the advantage of Bungoma as a county, or his Bungoma people, to settle scores with one Raila Odinga. Up to now, he has never forgiven ODM and Raila Odinga for leaving that position. He still feels that it is Raila Odinga who made him lose that position. Additionally, if you look at the tribal composition of Bungoma, or ethnic composition of Bungoma, while it has Bukusa, the largest sub-tribe in that place, it has pockets of tribes that are closely associated with the main Kalenjin community. We can talk of the Tachoni and the Sabaot. Largely, Sabaot have always voted with their half or brothers, the people they consider their brothers in Kalenjin land. So, in terms of that, Ruto and even the Kenya Kwanza Alliance saw it as a soft landing, or a place that they would easily, in Western Kenya, sell their manifesto, or even their position easily. So, Bungoma is a place that should be watched closely in Western Kenya. It has it has ability to actually tilt the voting patterns in Western Kenya, and even indirectly decide which part of the alliances, the two main alliances or coalitions, that would get majority of Western Kenya. So while that is the case, we should also look at what will be happening closely in the other counties, and how the politics of Kenya will play out in those other counties. Up to there, thank you very much. We will continue to closely watch what will be happening in the political space during this coming weekend. We are aware that both William Ruto and even Raila Odinga, who are the main or top contenders for the presidency, are in central Kenya or Mount Kenya region, we will be looking with a political analytic eye to see what will be happening, to see how what the people will be, how the people will be receiving, and even if there would be any changes in terms of the political directions that these counties would take. Otherwise, up to there, thank you very much. Continue to subscribe and even like this channel. Thank you very much.